Hello, this is Dr. V from the Burnout Show again. I have an amazing lady at the other side for interview. Her name is Sunny, and she is the cyber chef Sunny. And it's so amazing how you integrate gratitude with food. I'll let you talk about that later. I love the fact that you also have integrated medicines from the East and the West, just like I try to do. And you can tell them your own message, how you want to inspire people. So I would like to ask you, tell me a little bit about yourself, because I know you were born in Taiwan and then you went to study in the US. And tell me a little bit about your journey and about what you do and why you do it, please.
Yeah, I grew up in a very traditional family in Taiwan, and my mom stayed home. She never worked outside of the house. And three of us, I'm middle child, a troublemaker, and I always try to do something different than my brother and my sister. And but I think they allowed me to explore. That's why I have more of the desire, want to do something new. And I graduated from my college. I decided maybe we'll go outside of the country to do my biological study in the master level. I can learn something new. And I decided to take that jump. And I fly over to a all different country by myself. I don't speak that English well at that time. But I find out I have a lot of ways to really do things. One of the things I discovered, I never cook when I lived with my mom. She's an excellent cook. Yeah. I don't qualify to be her helper. You gotta try to help, and she just said no, it just cheats me out. So I never cook when I'm living in house with her. But when I come in here, like nobody can read. I try to do the cafeteria food in the university, not really compatible with me. So I just start cooking. And when I'm cooking, actually I find out this is so much relaxing. Because cooking for me is a process too. But you have the visual about the end product before you start to cook. So what you want to do with all the ingredients, right? So the ingredient, and then it become your creativity there. How you're going to mix them, how to add this and that. The Chinese style cooking, I don't follow a recipe. I just follow what I have in the refrigerator and what I want to taste like. So that become my style of cooking. But then I think this is actually the life skill building up from that point on. Every time I have something coming in my life, I build a new life skill. And through this 20-some years journey in the foreign country, and I go back and forth to my own culture, I really know actually a lot of things I take it for granted, but for others, they might need it, that life skill to help them to get to the next level. And that's how I have the passion using all the life skill I learned and help my friends. And then now I think they are all my friends. I really not officially has a client relationship at this point, but I already know who I can help the most. And I can really relate to their struggles in life. And I think the cyber chef Sunny is just the name of my identity, but in a way is I'm using the cooking way, I'm using the life skill connection way to share some wisdoms or experience I learned from my past, and hoping everybody can go through their hardship or some mindset blockage or even the health problem, they can all have the chance to get another way to get better. So that is how I think self-sabotage.
Yeah. Can I just get some clarification on that? So with the friends you want to help, do you cook together? You cook for them, or how does it work?
Well, when the time I have the chance to go to people's home, what I do is I do travel cooking show.
Wow.
So what I do is I go to people's house and I let them choose the menu, what they want to do. Then we do some kind of cooking party, a demo, and they do the hands-on too, make dumpling and stuff like that. So they kind of have fun together like a family. Then I teach all this healthy eating style, how they can do. But that has been on for a while. This is the career I would say career, it's just like hobby career for 3-4 years. Then I really like the interaction for the client. But then I think the only way I can reach more people to get my knowledge out more would be going online. And when I'm going online, I think, well, people might misunderstand that's just for fun, that's just for health. But food is just part of the health. The food is very crucial, but your mindset, your soul, your heart, your lifestyle need to be all around something. So I think that's how I start to have my program put together. I said, this is the direction I'm heading. Not just cooking only, but through cooking, of course, there's other things I learned, and they can all put together to help client in the whole lifestyle, not just only one side.
It
So
makes you, yeah, I love that. It makes you really unique, though, to have a traveling cook coaching show all combined. I really like that idea, because I think it's combining, teaching with something really fun and pleasant and nurturing. So it's a original but great combination. Love it. So if you would be called into a family, well, or to a person who has burnout, what would be the 3 wisdoms that you would share with them, both on the food front as on the lifestyle front?
Yes. I think one of the things I learned from my own experience, because I have a lot of life challenge in the past 20 years, when the first wave hit, I have no skill. I feel like I'm like, I have no hope, and I cry, and I was just like, this is just like so hard. Why me? I'm a good person. So you just have no skill to really move that emotion away. And I think through that, I learned one thing is nothing happened to you. It's everything happened for us. We need to recognize that event is not something bad. It's something we need to face it and use the skill, maybe direct the energy or try to focus on inside is something I'm missing. That's why when that comes, the trigger coming, we feel like very angry, very upset. So actually everything's inside. So I learned the first thing you need to do is stop to feel you are miserable and go out the situation, become the observer. Like if you are upset, you are angry, and you just say, okay, if I'm not in that person there, I'm out the situation, why I'm so angry? Maybe 10 years ago, somebody treat you the same way, you don't know how to deal, you have this anger in you. And fermented, so then that's why you got so angry with the same trigger. So that problem is not that person, is you never process that. You always have that one in there. The first thing is really need, very good to do is just get out and mindfulness, practice that, and be a witness or observer. The second one I think I do it is you need to have some kind of flow going on to your life. The flow can be a habit. Like you wake up, when you wake up, what things you do? If you have a really bad habit to get your phone right away when you wake up, it goes through all this bad news, and then your flow kind of block it. Then you go through your life, you really don't have awareness of what you do. So the flow, not just like a lot of people say follow the flow, but if you follow the flow without awareness, that is not a good flow. You need to kind of aware what you're doing. So for example, if you're really tired, you don't want to get up when you lie down in the bed, what thing can make you think there's a hope, there's something I can get up? So focus on that good thing, the good energy, even though just a little bit, but cultivate that with everyday practice, put it on the video board or whatever to really encourage you. So you need to have the flow throughout the day, but you need to be aware of the flow. And the number 3, I think what I did really helped me out is you need to have the way to detach and attach. What I mean is we have so many things in our life and our to-do list, right? You're looking for 10, you maybe sit there for an hour, still don't want to do it. But for me, for a lot of things going on, I really need to have something accomplished so I feel I'm solid, I'm grounded. So what I practice is the shift in and shift out. That means I attach one thing I need to do, time yourself or make sure that can be done in that certain time and just do some small thing
Yeah.
and finish that. Then if you lose the focus and you just don't want to do it or something, ship out to clean your house and doing something totally different, but they are remove your energy for that blockage. You become more flowing. So the ship in and ship out is what I did. That's why I like to have a lot of projects going on. But now I think maybe not a good idea for so many projects. You need to have certain thing for you to focus. Of course, there was a very focus and clarity in there, but you also have something like life, cooking, doing the laundry, shopping. Those things really needed balancing out because you couldn't really live one without other.
Yes.
So whether to just kind of combine them together, ship it in, ship it out. Okay, right now I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. Your energy flowing, then you're aware of what you're doing. Then you observe you as just to get things done, other than I'm the only one stuck here.
Yes, I
That is
love
the
that.
sweetness.
Yeah, it really resonates with me. The things you say, you just like explain it differently. I just want to clarify. This is new to me, to stepping in and out of your to-do list, basically. The way I love teaching. Well, personally, I'm a big goal setter. But I teach my clients to set goals like even for 10 years and then break it down like to yearly, monthly, weekly, and even daily. In order for you to get to your long-term dream, what do I need to do today? And I don't ever give myself more than 3 important things to do in a day. I think that's ample. And then when you achieve them, I mean, it's manageable. You do little steps so you don't feel overwhelmed, and you tick them off. I write them down, tick them off, say, well done, makes you feel good. So that's the whole, the wonderful positive side effect of setting goals is that you also feel good about yourself. Plus you're getting there, you will get there in the end, and you don't feel overwhelmed by a huge to-do list, because that is I learned that in medical school, the first year we had like piles and piles of books we had to study. And one of my friends, she had like all the books like all together, and she couldn't handle the pressure from that's too much work, I can never do it. Well, what I did was like I put the books outside and just took like one little book and then said like, okay, I've got 2 or 3 days to do this. So in this 1 hour, I only have to do 5 pages, and then it feels manageable. That's really a great thing I learned in my first year in university. Otherwise, it's way too overwhelming. So yeah, I love what you said, but I would also like to get a little bit of food advice for people who have low energy and who are very stressed and drained. What food advice could you give them? Because they probably feel like I'm too tired to go shopping for healthy food. They can order it online, I guess, and they can get delivered, or they might feel they're too tired to cook for themselves, and then they think that fast food and coffee will boost their energy quickly, and even sugary foods, but then they get the big crash. So I teach them not to stay away from coffee and stay away from sugar and caffeine, and have like really nutritional food. So what would you advise? Give me like 3 meals or something.
Yeah, I think it's just like everybody think, oh, whole food is the way to go, and but you start reading all this depression news about food, and it's like, oh, so I have to only buy a certain type of food, and it becomes so much of the guidance, and everybody said this, everybody said that, supplement this, supplement that. It's become very complicated, and you already stress out, and then you got more stress to do what I need to do. So the only thing I think I simplify people and that personal experience too, just observe what you have for a week, what your pattern is. Like you will go up and you eat certain food in the morning. How did you feel about this? And you can maybe change or eliminate some food and see whether you feel about that. So some food actually give you the energy. Like the superfood, right? They have a lot of nutrients, they have vitamins, they have minerals our body all need to build you up. Then you also have extra those the carbohydrate, they are plain, they are treated, they are bleached, they don't have any nutrition fact other than the starch, sugar. Those things you eat more, you will quickly identify they're actually drain you down, not boost you up. You do need carbohydrates, but you need to find out a different source. They can be complex sugar, so they need your energy need to break them down first, and they can absorb. So you won't trigger your blood sugar too quickly, and that just the crash coming out. You got up, then chew, because you digest them all. Then your body say, "Give me more," right?
Yes.
But you are not necessarily hungry. You just become this addicted to that feeling. You want the high, but then you put the tolerator low, right? So you constantly take up the same food, actually don't really give you more thing to do. And the other thing I learned is the timing.
Yes.
When you really align with your body cycles, your timing of the eating become very important.
Yes.
So if you can extend the time you don't have the food on the stomach, then you let other organ working in their way, like the liver, kidney, and all other thing, even our mind or brain, need a rest. So when you don't focus on digesting the food, you extend the time your empty stomach, your other things work out actually much better. And I personally experienced that. And I'm a scientist. I think I don't believe anything they do, but when they are aligned with the human being, aligned with how we built, I will give it a shot. And I'm personally doing intermittent fasting for 6 months now. I really realized I don't even know how my body will work that way. But as I align with all the science talking about, you have to extend in the fasting time, and you have to eat certain food to break the fast. Everything happened, and I just feel like, wow, that's how our ancestors did. They don't have a refrigerator to go to, right? They have to hunt. They have to process their food, and they have to share with their friend. And they are not doing that every day. They do in the right way when they are starving, they're hungry. This for a reason. They can restore their body. They can detox themselves. But when they have food, they share with people. They don't eat alone. They don't eat the drive-through in the car, right? They eat with the community. That's the other thing. So I would say, in order to have energy, you, other than just the food, choose the best quality food. That's the best, but really align with your body and observe what happened to you, because everybody's different.
Yes,
I couldn't
absolutely.
say, that's working for me. Everybody will be perfect too. So you observe by yourself, then apply something you think can be easier to simplify your lifestyle. Then I think that would definitely help you to have more energy.
Yeah, absolutely. Because people with burnout and adrenal fatigue, unfortunately, they don't do so well with intermittent fasting. I know it's really beneficial for most people because your body gets to reset and it gets rid of the dying cells, and it gets like time to have new cells in all your organs. And I know it's really good. But if you're that low, little meals regularly, is maybe easier for them, and definitely staying away from fried food, from refined sugars, and for eating the superfoods, and supplementing is like step number one for them to get a little bit higher on the energy ladder. So, and then, but yeah, I know a lot of people who do intermittent fasting. I know it has a lot of health benefits. So thank you for bringing that up. And what are your superfoods? What superfoods do you prefer?
Well, I eat around the colors. I like colors. So all the superfood group, I have a 5 major color I follow. The red, yellow, and orange is the second one. Then purple, anti-aging. I eat a lot of purple to keep younger. Then I have a white, which is like garlic, onion. Then of course green. So within these 5 colors, I just make sure when I eat, they are all represented on my plate.
Wow.
And basically, they are from, I don't eat a lot of processed food, but sometimes I do. I'm not really limited at a lot of things because I know my body can restore it as long as I'm aware, not too much stuff. And mixed salads is the perfect, smoothie is perfect. Everything, if they got those 5 colors in there, and I take it in the medium amount, I'm not eating a lot, but for the the fasting people, if they have 1 hour to eat for the 24 hours, they eat like a feast. I'm not doing 23-1, which means 23 hours no food and 1 hour eat about 2,000 calories. I don't think that is good for me. So I've never do this kind of thing. But I know people has 1 meal a day, and it's like a feast to provide everything in there.
Yeah.
But I eat with the color. That's all my superfoods.
Yeah, I've recently found a delicious combination of shoots in the supermarket here, and it's got like 5 different shoots. Like I can't remember exactly what they're shoots of, but there's little purple leaves and green leaves, and they taste delicious. And turns out there's lots of nutrients in them, and so that's like my favorite snack at the moment. I also cook at least once a week with peppers, you know, red, green, and yellow, because I also like eat the rainbow. Yeah, so that is all very, very great advice. So to round off, do you have anything to say, or how can people reach you? How can people contact you?
Sure. Like I said, I'm building this program, and what the angle I have is I want to incorporate my cultural background, which is Chinese, and with the Eastern philosophies. And I'm the scientist, so I will do more of the education side for the scientific based information, and also focus on the mindset, which is what I mentioned about the 3 things. Actually, it's not only for burnout, it should be everybody should have the skill set. So in order to put all the things together, I actually work with an expert who is a Tai Chi master.
Okay.
He practiced Tai Chi and Qigong for more than 50 years. So it's definitely a master.
Yeah.
And in our program, we are building habits for let people to, from waking up, going through the day, the flow of the life, and to go to bed. Every time we need to be aware, and we introduce some kind of power habits for people to build. Then we have scientific information. So what together, I'm running a workshop coming in the end of this month. I title The Ancient Secrets for Peak State and Stress Management. Because when we really want to achieve something, we need to make sure our body, our soul, and our mind all stay aligned with that goal. The clarity, I would say 3 C's: clarity, commitment, and community. So this 3 C is my goal to form this program. And people can find us to go to the group I'm setting up. It's called Ancient Secrets for Peak State and Stress Management. And the workshop will be 5 days. We have guest speakers coming in and share the tips, and also hoping we can start to build this community up, and everybody can feel that's the location they can go in there to get some tips and help them out with confusion, and they can commit it with the daily routine. Then we can all become peak state together.
That sounds amazing, and I love the title of your program.
Thank you.
Yes. So that people can contact you through your Facebook group, right?
Yes. My personal profile, welcome to friend me too, and join my group.
Okay. Excellent. So thank you very much for your time. And it was very nice connecting with you, because we have so much in common from a different background.
Yes.
Yes. So lovely to connect, and thank you again, and have a very nice day.
You do the same, Dr. V.
Stay
Enjoy your day.
Bye.
Bye.